All right, hey guys, this is Jose with Rig Hut Truck Parking, built by truck parking operators for truck parking operators. We work with hundreds of truck parking facilities all over the country, and this is what some dub the ultimate guide to truck parking site plan layout. What many people ask: how can I lay out my yard? How many spaces should I put? How many trucks can I fit, etc. So these are just some tips, tricks for designing an efficient truck parking yard. You can learn more here, how to maximize space utilization, accommodate different types of vehicles, create a layout that satisfies both the owners and the drivers, just as important. Understanding vehicle dimensions. Usually you could fit the slip types or space types into three types of vehicles. Bobtails, which are truck onlys, or day cabs, some people call them, typically range from 17 to 25 feet in length. You have trailers, most common length is around 53 feet. You can do anywhere from 40 to 53. Combined with trucks, they form what's the classic truck and trailer combo. And then the total combination can go as long as 72 feet long. You have to be careful because sometimes you work with car carriers and car carriers can stick out way more than what they may tell you. So you always have to be careful about that. 72 feet is probably the average, but sometimes if they're carrying cars on top and sticking out, it could be a little bit more. Shameless plug there. So the magic number, you say, is about 150 feet. You're going to aim for 150 feet of combined slip length and drive aisle. This will provide ample space for maneuvering and parking both. This distance will allow for comfortable turning, reducing the risk of collisions, damage, and a headache from the property owner as well as the driver. You don't want to get that call in the middle of the night saying, someone ran into me, fix it, because those are never fun. Optimal space width is, you probably want to do 12.5 feet. You want to be safe here. You want to be too tight. Some people can fit much more going less, but then you end up getting those calls and drivers aren't that comfortable driving in yards that are too tight. More problems, more calls, usually requires more management intensity and less to your bottom line. So you want to go for 12.5 feet, probably 12.5 is a good number. It ensures convenient parking, reduces risk of accidents, and the width will allow for trucks to park safely, efficiently, leaving enough room for guys to open up doors, access cargo, etc. The 150-foot rule ensures sufficient space for the different truck configurations as well, allows for flexibility in layout, accommodating future growth and changes in your fleet composition. This, I should also add, is optimal if you have an evenly shaped, not even, but nicely shaped yard. So a rectangle, for example. Space types, what we've seen, work with probably well over in the hundreds and hundreds of yards around the country. Bar none, most popular space is a truck and trailer combo. Highest priority when you're going to lay out your yard, you want more truck and trailer combo spaces, so more 70-foot spaces or 70+ foot spaces. These are always in constant demand in the good location, which will form the bulk of your layout. Next would probably be 40-foot spaces. Can accommodate the trailer onlys. Guys can put in containers. Some guys can put in boats if they need, RVs, etc. And then you can always do the truck only 25-foot spaces. Lowest priority, designed for bobtails, day cabs, box trucks, good for locals, drayage, intermodal, port-related business. A lot of the yards we first started working in, these did well just because we were right off the port. Common layout mistakes: excess space. Too much room creates dead space, reduces revenue. You want to aim for efficient use of every square foot. Again, this does depend on the shape of the yard. If you have a triangle, there are going to be dead spaces. There's nothing you can do about that. Overcrowding, tight spaces. So if you put too many in there, which many people try doing, the overcrowdedness, tight spaces will lead to accidents, unhappy tenants, which means that they will not come back. Balance is key to maintaining this customer satisfaction, good reviews, so drivers can talk high about your yard, and strong communities will tell you if the yard is, they'll tell others if this is a nice yard, this is worth parking their asset or their fleet. Single-use design. So yeah, you want to be careful. We've seen a lot of guys who space yards based on, this is only a drop lot, so we're only going to do trailer-only spaces. While in on their Excel or their financial model, that may look great, it could be a bit dangerous because you want to be able to be flexible depending on the cycles. You want to be able to pivot. You want to be able to take in anyone that essentially will be open to parking in your space. You want to cash flow. So flexibility is crucial for adapting different market demands. Optimizing for different equipment, a little bit what I just said, but it's nice to create a mix of space sizes. You want to accommodate different equipment types. The approach will maximize occupancy, will increase revenue. Tailoring your layout to different equipment types will expand your customer base and also increase your revenue potential. Offering dedicated areas for specialized equipment could be more interesting as well. You attract a wider range of clients, especially those who may have specific transportation needs. We've seen that across the board in South Florida, but also New Jersey, Texas, California, all across every major freight market, really. You should consider dedicating areas for things like refrigerated trailers, oversized loads. Some will need different types of requirements, but again, this will increase your customer pool, which will increase your top line. And we'll get more people talking about the yard and get more people parking there, and so forth. Traffic flow and safety considerations. You want to design wide one-way drive aisles to improve traffic flow. This reduces congestion, minimizes accident risk. Install proper lighting and clear signage. This is extremely important. People think that they have signage, but if you need to be almost so much in your face as to what the rules are in the yard, how they can navigate in the yard, how they can get to the yard, if it even accepts parking. Those are probably one of the largest drivers. Elements like these will enhance safety, ease of navigation for drivers as well. So adequate lighting is huge. Future-proofing your layout. You can consider, some people have talked about this, and it could be maybe for a different video, but you can consider incorporating charging stations for electric trucks, depending on the area. This anticipates a growing trend towards that sustainable transportation, but again, larger infrastructure costs. Full spaces can be easily reconfigured, so you want to allow for adaptation to changing market needs, plan for potential expansion. Some guys are leasing yards, maybe they can have some sort of term where they can get an expansion potential there, or reserve additional land, design a layout that can accommodate future growth. And then embrace technology. You want to look at different smart parking solutions, guys who use automated gate systems or reservation platforms. You want to be online. Many of this will not only enhance the customer experience, but again, what's most important, you want to drive your business forward, increasing revenue. There's just some testimonials. Some guys talked about us on Twitter. Some site plans that we've done for some people. Just go on our Twitter, Rig Hood Truck Parking. Here's another one. Entry, exit. These are all truck and trailer spaces. What it looks like, I think these look like truck and trailer spaces. This looks like trailer only, and these look like day cabs all the way on the right. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about what's a good idea, what's a good site layout, you want us to check it out, we'd be happy to take calls or check out what you've got. Thank you.